Rocking my friend's band's merch. In this flag. Check them out on SoundCloud and Instagram. And subscribe to my channel while you're here. What's up, guys? Alex back again. With some more recent vinyl finds. No idea how long it's been since I've done one of these, but my friend's band has some merch, an EP. Check them out on SoundCloud, they are on there. I'll probably leave a link in the description actually. But I'm digressing. Let's get into these recent vinyl finds. I actually cleared out a lot of my 7-inch singles recently, so I haven't had room for more 7 inches. And let's start off with some of them. Oh, by the way, I should point out if the quality is a little different, it's because I'm using a different camera. I'm trying different things out, so if things look different, then that's why. But let's get into the reason you guys are actually here. Starting off with the 7-inch single for Rocka Hula Baby by Elvis Presley. The main reason I got this was because it has Can't Help Falling in Love on the flip side, and I absolutely love that song. It's like the only song by Elvis that I really, really love, so had to grab it for that. Next up is So Strong by Labi Siffre. Not a huge Labi Siffre fan, but I never see any Labi Siffre on 7, so I had to grab that. Next up is It's a Love Thing by The Whispers, which is backed with Girl I Need You. I do love The Whispers quite a bit, so picking that up was nice. Duran Duran, Girls on Film, 7-inch. My favourite Duran Duran song. I know it's cliche to say that, but it doesn't matter. And then we have Faster Than Light on the flip side. And finally, the 7-inch single for Dexy's Midnight Runners, Come On Eileen, backed with Dubious. Now, David Michael, also known as Naz Nomad here on YouTube, is building what he calls a legacy box. And this is one song that it would go in my legacy box, just because it holds that much value to me. But I'm not building one at the moment. Even if I was, there's already loads of 7 inches I own that I could put in there. So I might build one. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I've waited till now to introduce what I'm playing because it ties into the first thing I'm going to show you. What's playing is more Dirty Dancing, which of course is just all the songs used in the movie. You know, the songs by the Drifters, Frankie Valli, Otis Redding songs, you know, Solomon Burke. And the reason I'm showing this to you guys now is it ties into this. Yeah, Dirty Dancing soundtrack. Easily one of my favourite movies, probably in my top 10. It's good, I do like this movie. I'm not ashamed to admit that. That's the original winner. And I think all these songs, if I'm not mistaken, were written for the movie. But it doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm not going to show all the labels, because you guys know me, I don't like showing labels that much, but there's the RCA label. This is a really, really nice copy of this album, or this soundtrack. So I had to pick it up, especially as it is one of my favourite movies. Like I said, probably top 10. So there it is, Dirty Dancing soundtrack. Next up on my list, these are in no particular order, really, but I'm showing this off because I was inspired to pick up more by this band after watching Bill over at the Vinylverse, one of his most recent videos. He showed a box set of this band, and that kind of inspired me to, oh, maybe I should go out and buy more albums by this band. So I did. I bought Chicago's first album when they were Chicago Transit Authority. This is a reissue because the original is a gatefold. It would be nice to have the original, but this is just fine. Double album, which is a very gutsy move for a debut. And check out those Andy Williams inner sleeves. Yeah, great. But this is on the red CBS label. I just said I don't like showing off labels really, but there's that one. Very, very pristine condition on this album. Do like a bit of Chicago here and there. Easily one of the bands I love that I think needs more recognition in the VC, which is probably why I praise them so highly. But yeah, there it is, Chicago Transit Authority. And that ties into the next one I'm going to show you, which is Chicago 17. Not too long ago, I picked up the 7-inch single for You're the Inspiration. That's on this album. And I picked up both of these because of Bill over at the Vinylverse. He showed a box set and that inspired me to grab these albums. So yeah, more the original Inner Sleeve. Not my favourite Chicago album, but still a good one. On the, don't worry, I'm not touching the actual grooves, I'm touching the side. But there is the Warner Brothers label. Kind of custom because it does have the Chicago logo on it, but still not technically. But yeah, that's. So there we have it, guys. 2 albums by Chicago, all thanks to, well, inspired by Bill over at the Vinylverse. So, Bill, thank you so much for these. Well, not for these, but inspired me to get these. Next up is an artist I haven't shown on my channel in a while, because anything I find by him is never in a condition where I'm willing to pick it up. But yeah, this is Dear Lonely Hearts by Nat King Cole. High fidelity recording of this, so it's on the Capitol label. Originally released in the 50s. I forget roughly what year, but this is a German pressing of this album. Everyone knows I don't really pay too much to that, but yeah, there's that original Capitol label. Another one in very, very pristine condition. I said I wasn't going to show all the labels, but I probably will in the end, knowing me, but there we go. But yes, there it is, Nat King Cole, Dear Lonely Hearts. An artist I used to look out for all the time and then just stopped because I stopped finding stuff in nice condition, but this one came along and I couldn't pass it up. Next up is a hip-hop album. The only, well, sorry, no, not the only hip-hop album you're going to see, but the only old hip-hop album you're going to see. This is one that I showed on my Instagram, the Vinyl Community Facebook page, and even in my contest entry to DJ Heining's recent contest, which I didn't win, by the way, but that's alright because it keeps my streak going. But congrats to the winner anyway. But this is Open Sesame by Whodini, easily one of their best albums. This and Escape are their best albums. I'm still looking out for Escape, but Whodini albums never come up anywhere. Really nice original inner, of course on Jive. There's a surface mark on one side of the record, yeah. No, yeah, there, that's the surface mark. If it came across okay. I don't know if it did, I couldn't really see it that well, but there is a surface mark. But it doesn't affect the way this record plays. It's still mint, so it's nice to have this. It is a British pressing, I believe. I'm pretty sure, but again, doesn't matter because I finally have a Whodini album in my collection. Next up is one that I did show, another one that I did show on my Instagram and the Facebook Vinyl Community page, but after listening to this a couple of times, now I'm not too sure about it. Orange Juice with You Can't Hide Your Love Forever. Okay, there's songs on here that I like, songs I don't like, but it's listed on Discogs as indie rock, but it's more post-punk than anything, which isn't a genre I tend to go for. So I'll give this another chance, or a few more chances at least. But I don't know, maybe don't know if I'll hang on to this or not. We'll see though. Next up on my list is yet another one that I've shown on Instagram. So if you are following me on Instagram, you've seen half of these already. But yeah, this is a British reggae album. And loads of people agreed with me when I posted this on Facebook, that this is one of the best British reggae albums of all time. This is Handsworth Revolution by Steel Pulse. Prodigal Son and Ku Klux Klan are easily the best two singles off of this album. There are obviously more, but there it is. 78's the year on this, on Island Records. Nice lyrics on the inner sleeve there. Now, I've shown all the labels so far. I don't think I showed the Orange Juice label, but you'll see it in the needle drop anyway. But there it is on the Blue Island Records label. Really, really good album. I love this. I do like Steel Pulse quite a bit, so I had to pick that up, especially as it was mint. Next up is this album by Simon & Garfunkel, Sounds of Silence. Of course, has The Sound of Silence on it, on CBS. The inner sleeve is trashed. Look at that, that's no good. But yeah, it's we've seen the red CBS label. There's the orange one. Really, really nice condition copy of this album. My second Simon & Garfunkel album. And if anyone saw Paul Simon at Hyde Park this month, that was apparently meant to be his last ever performance. Don't quote me on that, but I thought I'd bring it up as we are talking about Simon & Garfunkel. So nice to have some more in the collection, and hopefully I'll find some more very soon. Next up is a band I am not a huge fan of. If we're talking about bands that I don't really like that much, this is normally the first band that comes up. Now, the reason I have this is because there's two songs on this album I like, and it was a freebie because one side is very badly scratched. But it is the Beatles with Magical Mystery Tour. The two songs on here that I love are Hello Goodbye and All You Need Is Love. The only two songs I have this for. I'd show you the inside, but the booklet is kind of falling apart in there, as you can't see that, but the booklet is falling apart, which isn't good, so I would show you the inside, but I'm not going to. But yeah, decent-ish album. I gave it a full listen, wasn't in love with it, other than the two songs that I love on this album, but still, I will admit it was a decent album. So there we go, Magical Mystery Tour. Next up is easily one of my favourite albums. Actually, these next two I'd easily put as some of my favourite albums, but I didn't have them on vinyl yet for some reason. But yeah, this first one is by Glass Animals. It's called How to Be a Human Being. Now, this is the double version edition. There is one that comes not as a gatefold and as a single album. That's the one that's everywhere. This is the deluxe version that comes as a double. I'll show you. Comes with the lyrics on this insert. I don't know if you get that in the regular one, but there is a custom Wolf Tone label. I believe they are the first band ever signed to Wolf Tone. Do not quote me, but I know they are definitely an early band that Wolf Tone signed. The other label's just the same, and then the other side of the label is like that. But then you get loads of artwork with it, and it's all artwork of the band members, 3 of the band members, which I think are really, really sweet. Yeah, like I said, this is easily one of my favourite albums. It's indie pop, kind of experimental, I guess, at times, but that doesn't really make a difference to it. I'll give you some needle drops anyway, just so you can give this a listen, and let me know what you guys think of this. Next up is another one that this album would easily be my top 10, but again, it's one I didn't have on vinyl yet for some weird reason. But yeah, this is an awesome wave by Alt J. This is their debut album from 2010, I want to say. 2012, now I'm thinking about it, could be 2012. It very well might be. But yeah, still a great album, fantastic stuff. No track listings or anything there, but you get it, and all the lyrics on the inside there, just like that, like a book. Great, cheers for that, Alt J. But I love Alt J. They are heavily influenced by hip hop music. So and they have a new album coming out this year. That's going to be a hip hop album. So I am really looking forward to that. There you have the track listing. Well, some of it, other than the hidden tracks on this album. There's the lead, I believe that's the lead singer. And this album has a sort of white vinyl with a custom label, and there as well. And I'll also give you guys some needle drops from this one as well, because again, this is just one that is an incredible album, and I love it. And oh, this is just a phenomenal piece of work. So. Next up is a hip hop album, a modern day hip hop album. I know I always say I'm not a big fan of modern hip hop, but this guy did pass away recently, and this is not just to pay respects, but this is because there are actually some tracks I absolutely do really love on this album. This is Question Mark. Literally, the album is called Question Mark, and it's by XXX Tentacion, or XXX for short. He if you know the story, he was shot in Florida earlier this year, not too long ago. Unfortunately, he was only 20 years old. That's him in there. It's sort of that mumble rap sort of stuff, but there are some really good tracks on this album. I did keep the hype sticker for this and the Alt J album because I wanted to. But yeah, there's in the sleeve nothing on that side, and this is just on a standard black vinyl. But a customized label there with the question mark and whatnot. Really good stuff there. And I'll play you some of my favourite tracks off of this album, because I think this definitely deserves it. This is a good album. I'm not going to say it's fantastic, because I'm still coming to grips with it, but there are some tracks on here that I love, so I'll give you guys some needle drops. Right, final thing I'm going to show you guys is actually a local artist, not the band shirt I'm wearing, although that's kind of to do with this, because it's promotion for these guys, and then promotion for this guy as well, because I'm all about that, helping out the local bands and local artists. But this guy is called Drunk Confident, and he released 2 albums within a month of each other. And he just came in and gave them to me for free in my local store, so I was like, cheers dude. So this one is Days Like Stray Dogs, and this one is Broken Machine, excuse me. He put these both out in May and June of this year. I've left them sealed, because I don't know if they'll be my sort of thing. It's sort of messing around with tapes and samplers and synthesizers and things. I might give it a listen just to see if I like it a bit more on vinyl, but from what I heard on Bandcamp, it wasn't my sort of thing, so I'll keep them sealed. But I always appreciate the freebies more than albums that I pay for myself, so again, these are still good. Nice to have these, and again, another one I'll link in the description if you guys want to check them out. Alright, so we are finally done 20 minutes later. At least by the time I'm filming this, I don't know when it comes to editing if we'll be 20 minutes in, but there you guys go. That's going to be it for this video. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel. Welcome to any new subscribers. If you're new, please subscribe. Which is down there now, isn't it? Of course it is. And I'll see you guys again very soon. Peace.